Hey there, how are you? Good, thanks. So where? Yeah, thank goodness. So where are we? Okay, let's go after this song. Got my scorebook all jacked up here. Yeah, okay. I think it's right now, hopefully. There's only one game tomorrow. Yeah, only the 1 o'clock game. So we'll go on about 12:30. And Friday remains up in the air because they have to set the playoff schedule once all the games are done tomorrow. So yeah, so as soon as I know about Friday, I'll let you know. Okay. And once again, welcome here to Pocatello as we get ready for Game 2 of the split doubleheader for the Outlaws. After winning earlier today, 12-1 now in the nightcap, they'll take on the Ridgeline Wolverines. For the Outlaws, they have virtually the same lineup, but a couple of little tweaks we'll talk about coming up in a few minutes. But we did have a chance to catch up with the head coach. That is, of course, Nick Small. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back, and we'll visit with the coach as we continue here on the pregame show right after this. This, of course, is the Big Country Properties pregame show brought to you by Bobbi Dolezal. We make it happen on this first Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on KNYN and on myLocalRadio.com.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston. Welcome back here to the pregame show. We'll talk to Coach Nick Small, brought to you by the Bullock Agency here on the pregame show. It's always nice to come back to the ballpark knowing you have to play another game here this evening, but you already have a win under your belt.
Yeah, we came out, and that was probably one of our most complete games that we played earlier today as far as hitting, fielding, pitching. Very, very pleased with how the boys showed up today.
Best part of it was you got a great start out of your pitcher.
Yeah, Gavin Oliver pitched a heck of a game for us, throwing 3 1/3. If we weren't in a tournament where we was looking at pitch counts, he would have stayed on the bump for us. But with the tournament, we got pitching going through the weekend here, so we pulled him at 60, so we got him available for future games in this tournament.
It's weird that if you put a different kind of bat in the boys' hands, that they have to swing wood bats instead of aluminum bats. And all of a sudden, they're making better swings and they're making better contact.
Yeah, yesterday was actually our first day swinging bats just because of the weather we've been having. And in the cage, we saw some really good swings, and it carried over to today. I think we had 14 hits, 1 strikeout, which is awesome. That was very, very well good approaches at the plate.
We talked about it up in Evanston last week, with the difference between wood bat, aluminum bat, and the sweet spot is smaller, which requires greater concentration.
Right. I don't know that we hit a lot that were really hard hits. We got lucky and had some well-placed hits. I think Gavin and Walker really stung the ball a couple times. Ryan Hoover had some good hits there. But overall, top to bottom, we hit the ball well. Red Evanston came in with a beautiful sacrifice bunt, moved runners in. And, you do the right thing at the plate, put runners in scoring position, we get hits, we score runs.
So we get ready for tonight's game here, the nightcap of your split doubleheader. You get a game against Ridgeline tonight. Who goes to the bump here in the second game?
We'll see Walker Wilson start the game for us, and we got a couple other guys following him up. We'll be on pitch counts, and we're playing pool play, but we're looking to win as well.
Knowing you're going to go, hopefully with a win, you go into tomorrow at 2-0. That's surely going to get you a good draw coming up for the playoffs starting on Friday.
Yeah, you got to win these games, score some runs, and play good defense to set yourself up with a good seed, so that you can move into the tournament.
Great. Before we let you go, anybody you need to thank before we do?
Yeah, we'll thank our sponsors, since I didn't make it up for a post-game last game, but we'll thank our Grand Slam Club today, Tom's HVAC, Union Wireless, Novus Glass, Esparre Ranch, Kazines, Coach Todd Hoover, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Sud Brothers, and one group out of our home run club today will be Morcon, Exxon Mobil, Jiffy Lube, and John Small. Thank you guys for your sponsor.
And thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you. Go Outlaws.
And that's Coach Nick Small with us on the pregame show, as we'll take a timeout. They're trying to get this game started early, as they have one more game scheduled after our game tonight, which is tentatively set for about 11 o'clock tonight. So they're trying to get this game going a little bit early here. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups and see if we can talk a little bit about keys to the game coming up here as we continue on the Big Country Properties pregame show, brought to you by Bobbi Dolezal. We make it happen on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uinta County Conservation District is here to serve Uinta County residents. Visit our website today, uintacountycd.com.
Sizzling bacon, delicious fried eggs, and beautiful fluffy blueberry pancakes. At the Down Home Eatery, everything is made fresh and delicious. With a newly remodeled and beautiful atmosphere, the Down Home Eatery will become your new favorite place to eat. Dine in or carry out. Call 679-2002.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
As we're just about ready to play ball, let's talk a little bit about starting lineups here as Ryder Wilson will climb in and we'll get started here in this game as first pitch. Look out is up and in and hits Wilson. So Ryder plunked on the first pitch. He'll head down to first base as that'll bring up Walker Wilson. Ryder's in center field again today. Walker Wilson's going to start the second game. He only threw, as Coach said, 60 pitches in the first game, so he's going to start game 2 here of the doubleheader. Oh, by the way, your starting lineups brought to you by Varsity Inc. We're on your team. Gavin Oliver will hit third. He's the shortstop. Braxton Bauer hits fourth. He's at first base in the nightcap. Ryan Hoover hits fifth. He's the second baseman. Jackson Osborne will catch, and he'll hit sixth as they go to first base, and Ryder Wilson back to the bag. Brecken Rich will flip across the infield. He'll play third base, and he'll hit seventh. Brady Clifton hits eighth. He is in right, and Damon Kamen is the left fielder, and he will bat. Number 9 as the pitch is hit foul back into the stands, and it is 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike, I should say, here against Walker Wilson. Walker had 2 hits in the first game and 3 RBIs as he really swung the bat well for the Outlaws in the first game. That ball popped up again right behind home plate as the catcher Smith coming back and makes the catch in foul ground. We'll give you the lineup for Ridgeline when they come up in the bottom of the first inning as Wilson fouls out, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of top of the first inning. So here's Gavin Oliver. Gavin, 1 hit in the first game, was hit by a pitch as well. Had a couple of RBIs with his 1 hit as they go to first base, and again, Ryder back to the bag. Talking to folks around here, they thought this was going to be the game of the day. The Evanston and Ridgeline game. Both pretty good quality teams. And they're looking forward to it as that ball's pulled just foul outside of first, or outside of third rather, as it goes just foul, and Oliver will come back. Of course, we want to recognize all of our other sponsors from the pregame show, the abbreviated pregames today. trying to get games started early and or on time. We want to remember them and recognize them, like El Paso All-American and Mexican restaurant. It's the best in the West. They are among those we want to remember. Next pitch again home to Oliver. That's hit foul back into the screen, and it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. On the mound for the Wolverines is Carl Kidman, as that pitch misses down and away. Kidman, who is a right-hander, as we grab our stats thanks to our friends at Max Preps to see if Kidman pitched for Ridgeline during the regular season. There goes the runner, and the pitch is swung on and missed. The throw through to second base is not in time, as they're going to call the pitch bounced in the dirt. Yeah, absolutely. And on a 3-2 pitch that was swung on and missed, but first base was occupied at the time of the pitch, so it's still going to be a strikeout. Home plate umpire said, well, the pitch bounced, so the runner, Oliver, would be safe, but then the base umpire stepped in and said, hold on, first base was occupied when the pitch was thrown, so the strikeout stands, and there's 2 outs. So here's Braxton Bauer. Bauer, who came in and finished the first game on the mound after Walker Wilson was pulled after 3 1/3 innings, as he mopped things up in that victory in the first game today. First pitch was high. They throw back to second base, and it's high and goes into center field. Ryder doesn't know where the ball's at, so very alertly stays at second base, and he stays there with 2 outs. Do not see Kidman's name listed on the stat sheet, so he either played someplace else, as that Ridgeline area has a couple of high schools out there. As Bauer drives one to right field, that's going to be in for a hit. Hansen gets it back in a hurry. In fact, he gets it back in so quickly that Wilson has to hold at third. So Bauer, who drove in 1 run in his only at-bat in the first game, singles to right here. That's the first hit of the game for the Outlaws. And with runners at first and third and 2 outs, that'll bring up the second baseman, Ryan Hoover. So start time of today's game, 8:10, as Hoover hits a little ground ball to the right side. It's going to be picked up by Hammond. He'll carry it to the bag, and that's the way that the top of the first inning goes, as the Outlaws threaten but fail to score. No runs, 1 hit, and they leave a couple of men on base as we are done with a half inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's no score in the game on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobbi Dolezal, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Uintah County School District Number 1, we have a long tradition of student excellence and success. Our vision is to provide the highest quality education for all students. We do this by providing relevant and challenging instruction. We set high expectations for our students and focus on experiences that build positive relationships, promote collaboration, and encourage maximum student effort. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
All right, let's look at the starting lineup here for Ridgeline, brought to you again by Varsity Inc. as they'll line up this way. Ian Dahl is the center fielder, and he'll lead off. Hayden Hudson plays at second base. He'll hit second. Troy Purser is the third baseman. He'll hit in the 3 spot. Cooper Clark is in left, as he will hit fourth. Bodie Hansen's in right. He'll hit fifth. Easton Hammonds, the first baseman, hits in the 6th spot. Troy Smith does the catching. He'll hit 7th. Ben Thompson is the designated hitter. He hits 8th. And Ripken Jensen is the shortstop, and he bats in the number 9 spot. So Ian Dahl leads off as we go here to the bottom of inning number 1. No score in the game as the Ridgeline Wolverines come up here for the first time. Ridgeline, what's out there in the Providence area, as Walker Wilson comes home with a fastball that's over for a strike, and it's 0-1. There's a couple of different high schools out in that area, Ridgeline being one, and the other one is that ball driven to left field. Coming up from this left field spot is Kim Kamen to make the play. The other high school, the name slips my mind at the moment. We play them in Preston plays them in basketball every year, but for whatever reason I can't remember it. So this team is kind of an amalgamation of those two schools. So here's Hayden Hudson, the second baseman. First ball swinging, hits it in the air to right field. Right fielder coming up to make the play. That's Clifton. So about 3 pitches deep here into the bottom of the first inning, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Troy Purser, the third baseman. Weather much different than it was earlier today. Just a few scattered clouds. Had a threat of rain early on and very brisk winds. The winds have really calmed down. It's very comfortable in the ballpark, but the temperature has also dropped. First pitch here to Purser, a curveball for a strike from Wilson. Walker ready again, comes home. The 0-1 pitch, that's driven to center. Up on it comes Wilson. He's there, and he makes the catch as all 3 outfielders get an opportunity here in the bottom of the first inning, and they make their plays perfectly as the Wolverines go out in order here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless after an inning on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
We're scoreless after an inning as we go to the second. This, of course, is our fan cam inning brought to you by Kazine's Ace and Furniture. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. As our fan cam looks out on the field here as we get ready for inning number 2. And scoreless, just 1 hit in the game so far, and that belongs to the Evanston Outlaws. So after Wolverines go out in order in the bottom of the first inning, here in the second, it'll be Jackson Osborne, Brecken Rich, and then Brady Clifton due up here for the Outlaws in the top of inning number 2. Osborne, who had 1 hit in the first game today, he was 1 for 3. He'll step in here fitting from the right side as Carl Kidman rocks and comes home and starts the second inning. The first pitch misses down and away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So a Tuesday, a Wednesday, I should say. You would think this would be a busy day around the big leagues, as we didn't get a chance to look at the scoreboard earlier. So we'll drop in some major league scores here as we go along. This is the 1-0 pitch to Osborne, misses down low, and it's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 offering. Osborne swings and hits it foul. back over our heads, and it's 2-1. So on this Wednesday, bottom of the fifth inning at Fenway Park in Boston, the Red Sox leading the Colorado Rockies by a score of 1-0. The 2-1 pitch misses up and in, ball 3 balls and a strike. The Subway Series continuing in New York as they're at Citi Field, the Mets home field, as the Yankees there and the Mets are tied at 3, playing in the middle of the 8th inning as the 3-1 pitch over for a strike to Osborne and runs the count full. It's now 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit foul again back into the screen. Angels are in Texas, middle of the 8th inning there. The Rangers lead the Angels by a score of 4-1. Chicago at home, the Cubs at home against the Pittsburgh Pirates have a 1-run lead there. It's 7-6 in the middle of the 8th. The 3-2 pitch to Osborne, half swing, he goes too far and strikes out. Osborne down on strikes. Second strikeout for Kidman. First out here in the second inning, and now here's Breckenridge. Rich had 2 hits in the first game. In fact, the bottom third of the order in the first game for the Outlaws did very well. Between them, they had a total of 6 hits in the game. They were 6 for 8 overall, as Rich, Clifton, and Kamen all had 2 hits apiece. Little nubber out in front of the mound, down to get it is Kidman. He'll flip it to Hammonds in time, and that's the second out here in the top of the second inning. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Brady Clifton. Sun going down, a little bit of a breeze, not nearly what it was earlier today. We talked about much being a little bit cooler as well. Right now at game time, it was 66 degrees. Now they're expecting the cold front to move in here in the to our south in the Cache Valley area. I know it's rained hard in the Preston and Logan areas on and off throughout the day as the first pitch to Rich is up high. They're expecting the temperatures to get down into the mid-40s tonight. The 1-0. Up and in to Rich, ball 2 balls and no strikes. And hope the cool temperatures we can handle. That's fine. We all have big, heavy jackets. It's the wind that I have a hard time dealing with, and certainly the rain. 2-0 pitch on the way to Breckenridge. Swung on and missed. He's late on a good fastball, and it's 2-1. Cincinnati playing tonight in Kansas City against the Royals. The Reds have a 7-3 lead in the 8th inning at Kauffman Stadium. As the next pitch to Rich is popped up foul behind home plate. The catcher, Smith, had a hard time finding it, and the ball will drop untouched, and it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7-3, Cincinnati leads the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium. Bottom of the 9th inning in Houston, that's a 4-4 tie between Houston and the Washington Nationals. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kidman rocks, comes home to Rich. A little broken bat roller up along the third base line as that'll go foul, and Rich will have to go and get a new bat. You can see there's an obvious displacement in the bat as the catcher picks it up. As Rich got that one in on the hands and snapped it. As you'd always tell when they break a bat like that, because it sounds a lot like they hit it with a wet newspaper. So it stays 2-2 on Rich. He gets a different bat and comes back up here with 2 outs. Oakland playing at home against Tampa Bay, just getting started. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Oakland leads Tampa Bay 3-1. Breaking ball, strike 3 called on the inside half. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Kidman. He sets the side down in order as the Outlaws go 1-2-3. We're done with an inning and a half, still scoreless on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Welcome back here as we go to the bottom of the second from the Union broadcast booth. Union offering high-speed internet for your home and for your office. We're scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second here. As Cooper Clark will lead it off as we go to the bottom of the second. Clark, followed by Bobbi Hansen and Easton Hammonds, the middle third of the order, due up here for the Ridgeline Wolverines. First ball swinging, hits it past the mound. Whoa, big hop, wild hop, comes up and hits Oliver in the shoulder. That'll be a bad hop single in the first hit of the game for the Wolverines as Clark picks up the hit. So it looked like a routine ground ball, for Oliver, but the ball hit right around the cut of the grass and took a crazy hop, so it's a bad hop single. And here is Bobbi Hansen, the right fielder, as they go to first base and back to the bag safely over there. In his 3 1/3 innings of work in the earlier game today, Walker Wilson did not pitch the first game. As he comes home, that pitch misses down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. My mistake. It was actually it was Gavin Oliver who started the first game. The 1-0 pitch, that is up high, and it goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Outfield pretty much straight away here for the Outlaws as Hansen climbs back in. Runner goes, pitches a high, the throw through is not in time. So Clark able to steal second base as the pitch was high and goes to 3 balls and no strikes. So we can finish up the few scores we have left on the scoreboard as the next pitch home is high again, ball 4. So Hansen will walk. Single and a walk, puts runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning, and that brings up the first baseman, Easton Hammond. Miami playing in Seattle in the 4th inning there. Miami leads 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd in Arizona, Philadelphia with a 2-0 lead over the Diamondbacks. First pitch to Hammond. Breaking ball, misses outside, ball 1. Bottom of the 3rd, San Diego hosting the Cleveland Guardians. The Padres have a 2-0 lead there. White Sox and the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. Just early on in that one, top of the 2nd, they're scoreless. Comes the 0-1. Hit foul back into the screen. That's a ball and a strike. Do have a couple of finals already in the book. Atlanta beat Detroit today by a final score of 10-7. Minnesota was a 4-2 winner at home against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Giants get a win on the road in St. Louis. They beat the Cardinals 8-5. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball that again misses outside. Outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So Atlanta and Detroit actually played a doubleheader today, as Atlanta ends up winning the second game as well, 6-5. The 2-1 pitch is hit foul down the right field line, down into the right field corner. It's a foul ball, and it's 2-2 on Hammonds. And finally, our final score to tell you about Toronto in Baltimore. We're at home. Baltimore has been tough so far this year, but Toronto able to get them today by the final score of 3-1. The 2-2 pitch is on the corner. Strike 3 called. Hammonds goes down looking. First strikeout for Walker Wilson. First out here in the bottom of the second inning. So still with runners at first and second and one out. Now here is the catcher, Tyson Smith. As they throw back to second base, and they got the man picked off. They'll run him toward third. Bad throw as the ball bounces and gets away from Rich and allow the runners to move up, as it'll be an error against the second baseman, Ryan Hoover, as they had Clark picked off. But when they ran him toward third base, the throw was bad in the dirt, and all Rich could do was just try to knock it down. It'll draw the air and allow both runners to move up 90 feet, as the next pitch is down low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes on Smith. So first error of the game against the Outlaws. They had one error earlier today as well. The 1-0 breaking pitch stays high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. It's too bad, boy. They had him dead to rights out there on the base paths, and not a bad throw over to third base. Puts both runners in scoring position as the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. So Tyson Smith ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Ben Thompson, the designated hitter, waits on deck as the next pitch again misses down low, and it's now 3-1. 3 balls and a strike on the Ridgeline catcher as he hits the ball in the air, popped up. Kind of a tough sky right now as the lights have not yet take effect, as coming over to make the catch is the first baseman, Bauer, to handle the pop-up. So now there's 2 outs, and the designated hitter, Ben Thompson, will come up. So here's Thompson hitting from the right side. The first pitch, look out, almost goes to the backstop. Great save by Osborne as that breaking pitch really took off on Wilson and almost got away. One ball, no strikes. Fastball on the inside half for a called strike, and it evens the count at 1-1. Outfield straight away, and I've noticed something today watching all the other games played here on Hollowell Field as the next pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. The outfield does not respect the hitter's abilities with these wooden bats. Inning after inning today, the outfielders have played very shallow. The 1-2. Again, breaking pitch misses off the plate, runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So without the aluminum bats and that little extra pop that they get off the bat, the outfielders for every team that has played here today has played much shallower. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. So Thompson gets blown down by Walker Wilson, 2 strikeouts in the inning, and he leaves the 2 men on base. No runs, a hit. There was an error, and they leave 2. We're done with 2 innings. We'll go to the third, so we're still scoreless here on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Top of the third, scoreless here in Pocatello at Hollowell Field as we go here to the top of inning number 3. And here in the third inning, the Outlaws will send up Damon Kamen, the number 9 hitter, then back to the top of the order, and Ryder Wilson and then Walker Wilson due up. Third inning brought to you by Evanston Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Welcome you back here to Pocatello. Glad you could join us for the nightcap of the doubleheader here on KNYN and on My Local Radio, as we'll have one more game in the round-robin format. That'll come up tomorrow afternoon. First pitch scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow. And we'll have the pregame show around 12:30 tomorrow afternoon, depending on how the games before us shake out. As tomorrow, the Outlaws will play a team simply known as Mayhem. Exactly. Make for what you want out of that. Here's Damon Kamen in the first pitch to Damon. Misses down low. Ball 1-0. Here's the 1-0 offering. Swung on and missed, and it's a ball and a strike. I kind of pled ignorance earlier today, and I had to ask. I had no idea where this Mayhem team was from. They're from Kimberly. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. There's Jensen near the bag. Gobble that up, throw across in time for the out. So Kamen is out 6-3, and it's back to the top of the order now, and Ryder Wilson, who was hit by a pitch on the first pitch of the game. Got as far as third base, but was left over there back in the first. So here's Wilson. He had one hit earlier in the day. He was 1 for 2 as he climbs in from the right side. Kidman ready in the first pitch. That's going to be pulled. That's fair. A diving play at third by Purser, but then he can't get up and make the play. Infield hit for Wilson. Purser dove toward the bag, made the play, and as he got up, the ball squirted out of his glove and rolled away from him. Infield hit, second hit for the Outlaws, and with 1 out, there's a runner at first base. So here's Walker Wilson, who fouled out his first time up. Because it continues to get darker, the lights will take better effect, and it'll kind of make the iris open up a little bit more, and you have better vision on our feed on My Local Radio than they have right now for the folks watching there. So it's still not completely dark. The lights have yet to take full effect. Pitch home in the dirt. Knocked down by Smith. Nice job to keep it out in front of him. And back to first base goes Ryder Wilson. Apparently, from the way I was told by the tournament director, was one of the parents for some of the players does not necessarily like the coaching staff at Kimberly High School. As a ground ball, that's going to be into left field for a base hit. So back-to-back hits for Ryder and Walker Wilson. Runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the third. And that brings up Gavin Oliver, who struck out his first time up. So he started his own team. So there's a Kimberly team and there's the Mayhem team. And he wanted to change the name to, I'm not sure he wanted to sound Protestant. Is that a word? Or defiant? But for whatever reason, he decided to call the team Mayhem, so that's who the Outlaws will play tomorrow. As the first pitch to Oliver is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Ryder Wilson at second, Walker Wilson over at first. They play in front of Wilson at first base as the breaking pitch misses up and in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The infield pinches up the middle to try to keep Ryder close around second base. They throw back to second base as Ryder able to get back in on his hands and knees. A little play on back there as Jensen, the shortstop, kind of ran into the vision of Ryder Wilson and then broke back to his position. At the same time, Hudson, the second baseman, broke to the bag to try to sneak in behind him. The 1-1. Misses down low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1. Oliver, who had a triple and a couple of RBIs in the first game, his only hit that he had. And now they'll bluff again back to second base. They will do their darndest to try to keep Ryder Wilson near the bag. Here comes the 2-1 on the way to Oliver. Taking, and it's outside, ball 3. So he falls behind, does Kidman. 3 balls and a strike here with 1 out. Top of the third, no score on the Heritage Auto scoreboard. Now again, they'll throw back to second base, and again, Ryder Wilson back in and on his hands and knees. So it's still 3 balls and a strike here on Gavin Oliver. 1 out in the top of the third. Now here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's going to be popped up in the infield. That'll be the infield fly rule called as Oliver is out. That's the second out of the inning. So there's 2 outs. And now here's Braxton Bauer, who singled his first time up. He's had just 2 at-bats today. Had a scoring fly ball at his only at-bat in the first game and singled in the first inning here today. One of the 3 hits that Evanston has overall. And the first pitch to Bauer misses down low to the big first baseman, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Bauer hit it hard and hit it into right field in his first time up to pick up his only hit of the day. Ready again, come home, the 1-0 pitch to Bauer. Bounces up there, it's 2-0. Certainly with 2 outs, Kidman gets the handle with care sign for Bauer from the dugout. As they don't want to give him anything too good to hit. With 2 outs, they can afford to put him on base if they need to. As they throw back again behind Wilson, and they throw it into center field. Ryder gets to his feet, he heads for third, and the throw there gets away as well, and that's going to allow Walker Wilson to move up to second base as well. So a bad throw by the Outlaws last half inning is trumped by a bad throw to back in, as Wilson and Ryder Wilson and Walker both able to move up on the air. It'll be a throwing error against Kidman. So 1 error for each side. The 2-0 pitch to Bauer. Little roller off the end of the bat up along the first base side. Kidman down to get it. He'll flip it ever so nonchalant to first base in time for the out, and the inning is over. No runs for the Outlaws, a pair of hits. There was an error, and they end up leaving the men at second and at third. 2.5 in the book, still scoreless on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll go bottom 3 when we come back here on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Bottom of the third inning, we're still scoreless. Dan Hubbard back with you here in Pocatello as we go here to the bottom of the third. As Walker Wilson completing his warm-up tosses, left out there on the base paths. One of the umpires pointing up toward the sky. I'm not sure what he's trying to point at. There's really just a few little scattered clouds around the area. As we look off to the northwest, maybe a few more clouds coming that way, the leading edge of that storm front that's supposed to come in overnight. So here's the number 9 hitter, Ripken Jensen, the shortstop. He'll hit from the left side, and then has been back to the top of the order. Ian Dahl and Hayden Hudson do up here for the Wolverines. First pitch to Jensen, misses down and in, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Wilson, as he always does, works out of the stretch even though there's nobody on. And the curveball misses inside. It's ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So now Ridgeline trying to get back into the game here emotionally. As the pitch over for a strike, it's 2-1. They have everybody up at the railing in the dugout, and they're trying to bark and make a little noise to try to rattle Walker Wilson, the 2-1 pitch, as that curveball just kind of squirts out of his hand and runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. So 3-1 to Ripken Jensen, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third. Fastball for a strike. Jensen was ready to throw the bat away, and our home plate umpire said, that's over, and that's going to cost you a strike for watching it. So here comes the 3-2. Hits the ball on the ground to the left side. Olson has to hurry. The throw across the infield is in time. Great play by Gavin Olson, showing off that good hose that he's got over there at the shortstop spot. So there's 1 out. We'll go back to the top of the order, and Ian Dahl will come up. Dahl flew out to left field his first time up. So Dahl 0 for 1. He'll hit from the left side as well. As Wilson comes home, and the pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Interesting that Oakland winning again today. They won last night at home, and they're putting together a little bit of a winning streak now that the move announced potentially to going to Las Vegas. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit foul at home plate. It's 1-2. And they've put this, I don't want to call it protest, but rather a support for the community trying to get the owners of the A's to sell the team instead of moving it to Las Vegas. The 1-2. That's rolled foul. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes. They had 27,000 last night at the Oakland Coliseum, the biggest crowd they've had in 3 years. But unfortunately, it could have been that it may have fallen on deaf ears. Again, the pitch hit foul off the third base side, and it stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Because on the day that they had their biggest crowd in 3 years, the Nevada State Senate voted to approve the funding measure that would supply state money for a portion of the cost of building the stadium. So the bill now moves to the State House in Nevada and becomes just one step closer to becoming a reality. Ground ball to short again. Oliver again near the bag, has it, straightens and throws, and he handles another ground ball out, does Oliver, and there's 2 outs here in the third. So with 2 outs, here's the second baseman, Hayden Hudson. Hudson flew out to right in the first inning. That's when the Wolverines shared the ball the best they could. They hit 3 fly balls, 1 to each outfielder, and tippy-toed through the bottom of the first. So here's the first pitch to Hudson. Fastball that's high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Down low, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Is the move going to happen? It's inevitable. I mean, the city of Oakland's had years to try to finance a new stadium or build a new stadium for the A's to stay there, and they haven't done it. As the 2-0 pitch misses inside, ball 3, 3-0. And when they're trying to drum up support to keep the team there, and they only get 27,000, it's makes it a little bit, shows it's inevitable that the move is going to happen as the 3-0 pitch misses down and away as Hudson walks on 4 pitches. That's the second walk given up by Walker Wilson, and with 2 outs, it brings up the shortstop Troy Purser. So a runner at first with 2 outs. Wilson ready, comes home, and the pitch to Purser misses down and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Purser, boy, he swung the bat well during the regular high school season as he drives this one back up the middle into center field for a hit. With the play right in front of him, Hudson will stop at second base. Second hit of the game for the Wolverines. Runners at first and second. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up Cooper Clark, who has the other hit his first time up. He singled back in the second inning, got as far as third base, but then was left there. So here's Clark. Appeared in 27 games at the varsity level this year for Ridgeline as he takes the first pitch up high, ball 1. He had a total of 30 hits in 75 official at-bats. Calculate that out. That means he hit a cool 400 for the year. As he swings and hits it foul, and it's a ball and a strike. Also had 13 extra base hits and 24 runs batted in. Next pitch up high again. Pops out of the glove of the catcher Osborne, but not far enough for either runner to advance. And it goes to 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. No score in the game. Wilson looks back at second base. The 2-1 pitch. On the corner, strike 2. So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes as Wilson again tries to wiggle off the hook. 2-2 pitch. Hit back to the box, knocked down by Wilson. He'll pick it up, flip it underhanded over to Bauer at first base, and the inning is over as Clark hits back to the pitcher. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 left. We're done with 3 here in Pocatello. No score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard through 3 innings. We'll head to the 4th on this first Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Uinta County School District Number 4 has established a tradition of excellence in academics and extracurricular activities. This is made possible by the positive relationship that exists between families and the school district. Our celebration of each student's success is a product of an entire community, making student success a top priority. We are blessed with an outstanding staff whose interaction with students makes the world a better place. Uinta County School District Number 4, continuing our tradition of excellence. Go Buffs!
Well, we're scoreless through 3 here tonight. No runs, 3 hits for Evanston, and they have 1 error. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Ridgeline Wolverines as well. So as we go to the 4th, Ryan Hoover will lead it off for the Outlaws. Hoover, Osborne, and Rich due up. Evanston has threatened a couple of times, but they've failed to get a runner across. They've left 4 men on base through 3 innings tonight as the right-hander starts to get loose down in the bullpen in the left field corner for Ridgeline. As Hoover hits that ball in the air, slicing toward right center. It's the center fielder coming over. That's Dahl. He'll be able to put the squeeze on that for the first out. So that's 1 out. And now here is Jackson Osborne, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. Outfield straightaway against Osborne as Kidman rocks and comes home. And that pitch over for a strike. And it's 0-1. Figured out why Kidman did not pitch at the varsity level this year for Ridgeline. He's only a sophomore, so he wasn't on the varsity team. Is the 0-1 pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, boy, that blew him away as he came up and in. That's probably his hardest pitch of the night, and it blows Osborne down for the second out. It's his 3rd strikeout, and now here's Breckenridge, who hit back to the box his first time up. Top of the 4th inning, scoreless. And the first pitch to Rich is lined on 1 hop at the third baseman. They're going to say he caught it right off his shoe tops. It'll be a line out, and the inning is over. Nothing across for the Outlaws as they go out in order for the second time in 4 innings here tonight. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning, scoreless on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on MyLocalRadio.com.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Union offering high-speed internet for your home and for your office. Scoreless as we go here to the bottom of the 4th. And here in the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be Brody Hudson, Easton Hammond, and Tyson Smith due up for the Ridgeline Wolverines. Hansen, who walked his first time up, comes up for looking for a hit to not only lead off here in the fourth inning, but is looking for an official at-bat here. Got a few folks here braving the dropping temperatures. Of course, it's quite a drive, quite a distance for both schools and both organizations. As the first pitch here to Hansen misses down low, ball one. Of course, Evanston, 2.5 hours from here in Pocatello, as they pitch to the Hansen up high again. And Ridgeline at the south end of the Cache Valley, probably hour and a half, hour 45, as that pitch is inside and that hits him. So Wilson hits his first batter, hits the leadoff man here in the fourth. First hit batter by an Outlaw hurler in the game. And Easton Hammond, the first baseman, will now come up. Hammond took a called third strike his first time up. So 0 for 1 here on the day. Folks watching on My Local Radio, you'll notice that the camera, the shot on the camera is starting to lighten up a little bit as the lights start to take more effect as the first pitch misses outside with a fastball, ball one. Of course, the interesting part of this tournament is the wood bat factor, as that pitch misses down an in ball two balls and no strikes. And of course, there is no greater manufacturer of wooden bats than the folks that make the Louisville Sluggers, the Hillrich and Bradbury logo, as the pitch hit foul off the first base side, and it's 2 balls and a strike. They started making bats back in the 1880s. The company is now in its fifth different generation of family ownership now as well, as they continue to make the bulk of the bats for not only Major League Baseball, but wooden bats throughout the country. As the pitch misses down and away, ball 3 balls and a strike here on Easton Hammonds. The first person to ever sign an endorsement deal with Louisville Slugger. Here's the 3-1. It's over for a strike, and its count goes full 3-2. That first player to sign an endorsement contract to using the Louisville Slugger was Honus Wagner, as he did that back in 1905. He was also the first pro athlete ever to sign an endorsement deal. 3-2 pitch. Past the mound, charging is Oliver. He'll have one play, that to first base, and he dropped the ball, did the first baseman Bauer. Yeah, the lights may be taking effect, but not complete effect. And it was kind of a tough look as Oliver had to charge and then really put a little mustard on it, and the ball was dropped over there at first base. So a hit batter and an error puts runners at first and second and nobody out. And see if we're going to have a pitching change here as Coach Small goes out to mound to go out to visit with the infield and his pitcher. And Rhett Anderson thought, he's going to be making a pitching change. So Anderson runs out of the dugout and goes out and joins the meeting out at the mound. And now we call Anderson back instead, and we will indeed have a pitching change here as Rhett Anderson is going to come back in, but he will not come to pitch. The new pitcher on here for the Outlaws will be Bracken Rich. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll tell you about Rich on the mound. We'll do all that as we continue right after this.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Well, indeed, the new pitcher here for the Outlaws is Bracken Smith, as the corresponding change as Rhett Anderson comes in, and he will replace Brady Clifton in the lineup, and he'll go into Clifton's spot. And I believe he went into play left field, and so Kamen probably moves over and plays in right field. So here is Tyson Smith with 2 on and nobody out, as he's going to show bunt, and the pitch is outside, ball 1, and blocked at home plate by Osborne, but neither runner advances on the play. So Anderson now in left. Kamen moves over to right. And we're still scoreless here at the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0. Again, they show bunt. And this pitch is down low again. Snap throw back to second base, not in time. So 2 balls and no strikes here on Tyson Smith. That's the frustrating part for a manager. Here's a batter at the plate just wanting to put a bunt down, trying to give himself up. He's trying to give you an out, and you can't find the strike zone, as that one does find the strike zone, as Smith bunts it foul back into the screen, and it's now 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Second time tonight that Ridgeline has had 2 men on base, but the only time, this is the first time they've done it with less than 2 outs, as that pitch again misses outside, and now Rich is a pitch away from loading the bases as the count goes to 3 balls and a strike. So Bracken Smith in relief of Walker Wilson. And here comes the 3-1 pitch on the way. Again, he shows bunt, and he gets it down. Good bunt up along the line, but it's going to trickle foul, and there's Rich immediately to pick it up to make sure it doesn't come back fair. So it'll be a foul ball, and it'll run the count full, 3-2. Good idea by Rich to be right there, Johnny on the spot, to pick that ball up as soon as it crossed the line. So 3-2, Smith back up there. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Misses down and away, ball 4. So a hit batter, an error, and now a walk loads the bases without a hit in the inning. First walk for Rich, 3rd walk overall issued to Ridgeline hitters. And we're going to have a runner over at first base for Smith, who's the catcher, give him a chance to come back and put the gear back on. So with the bases loaded and nobody out, here is Ben Thompson, who struck out his first time up. Evanston will bring the infield up because it appears that runs are going to be at a premium here in this game, as the first pitch, off-speed pitch, misses down and away, ball 1. Scoreless here in the bottom of the 4th. But Ridgeline threatening. They have the bases full and nobody out. The 1-0. Fastball again misses down low, as Rich having a hard time finding the strike zone in the release point. 2 balls and no strikes. Thompson takes that pitch. It's inside, ball 3. So now he's in danger of walking a run home. It's the one thing there's no defense for, the walk. And it gives managers gray hair as the 3-0 pitch is down low, ball 4, and it forces over a run. So Hansen comes in as he scores, makes it 1-0. Everybody moves up 90 feet as Hammond goes to third. Smith now at second, and Thompson picks up the cheapest RBI of his career with a bases-loaded walk to make it 1-0. So here is Ripken Jensen, the shortstop. First pitch to him, over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Again, they'll play the infield up, do the Outlaws, trying to cut down any further runs at the plate. The 1-0 pitch hit foul off the third base side, and it's now 0-2. Jensen grounded out his first time up, hit the ball on the ground to the shortstop. And right now, Evanston would pay for a hard ground ball hit to the shortstop if they could turn it into a double play and get out of the inning without giving up any more runs. A ball and a strike. As the next pitch home is swung on and missed at home plate, as actually an 0-2 pitch, as he will strike out, and that is the second out. Check that. That's the first out, I should say. So 1 out. And we'll go back to the top of the order here as Ian Dahl will come up and hit as the head coach coaching over at third base here for Ridgeline wants a timeout here real quick to talk to all of his base runners as they all come over to talk with him about halfway between home plate and third base. So 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and Ian Dahl. Dahl's flown out and grounded out. 0 for 2 in the day. So Dahl will hit from the left side. Outfield for the Outlaws, medium deep. And the first pitch home here as that misses down low to Dahl. 1 ball and no strikes. So we were telling you about Honus Wagner becoming the first ever player to sign an endorsement deal when he signed a contract with Louisville Slugger back in 1905 as a pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Of course, as the first endorsement deals, that ball's rolled into left field. It's in for a hit. That'll get 1 in as they'll hold the next runner at third base. As Hammond scores, Smith is held at third, and it's 2-0 as they all go one base. So that is just the first hit of the inning. But they've already scored twice. So the bases remain loaded, and here's Hayden Hudson. First pitch to Hudson, that's a ground ball towards short. As not being able to handle the ball cleanly, that'll be another error against Evanston, and it's 3-0. So Oliver kind of got handcuffed by that ball, couldn't handle it. Allows another run to come in, it's 3-0, and again, everybody moves up station to station. So the bases again remain loaded, and now here's Troy Purser as you get into the more meatier part of the lineup. So 3 runs home here in the inning on just 1 hit. A pair of errors in the inning, and the bases are loaded. They remain loaded. The first pitch to Purser's hit foul. Purser is the 8th man to hit here in the inning. The 0-1. Rolled foul up along third, and he's now behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. So Honus Wagner, when he signed that first ever endorsement deal, he did so not becoming the instant millionaires like the guys do today when they sign those endorsement deals. He signed for a paltry sum, but certainly set the stage for those mega million deals that are out there today. As the 0-2 pitch misses inside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. But since then, more than 10,000 players have signed endorsement contracts with Louisville Slugger over the years. Thousands more have used Louisville Slugger products. And Louisville Slugger is the official bat of Major League Baseball and is used in more than 60%, or used by more than 60% of Major League players. The 1-2 pitch is up high, 2-2. So Brecken, since he's come in relief, has struggled a bit. Of course, they've kind of played fast and loose behind him a little bit as well. Here's the 2-2. Curveball hit foul again off the first base side. Gaiman coming over, long run, but he's going to not get anywhere close to it as it stays at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Troy Purser, the third baseman. Umpire yelling for the needs baseballs. There have been some balls that have gone foul that haven't been brought back. There's a couple that'll get back to him out of the baseball return tube. So 2-2, Purser back in there. 3-0, Ridgeline on top. 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses down and runs the count full again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Rich Reddy comes home. The 3-2 pitch to Purser is outside and low as Osborne tried to hold it there, but the umpire wasn't buying it. It's another bases loaded walk to force over another run. So Thompson comes in. That's the 4th run of the inning. Bases remain loaded, and now here is Cooper Clark, who is the 9th batter to hit here in the inning for the Wolverines. As the pitch is up high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. 4 runs in the inning on 1 hit. Couple of walks, couple of errors, and a hit batter. As that pitch is down low, rolls away from Osborne. As coming down the line was Dahl, but decides to turn her head back toward third base instead. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Rich Reddy again as the next pitch is over for a strike. Got a little bit of a high strike call from the home plate umpire, but we'll take it, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Rich Reddy again, the 2-1 pitch. That misses down low, and it's 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike. And Rich, who's struggling to find the strike zone, can immediately start to think, how long can Nick Small stay with him? Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's ball 4. He walks over another run. So another walk to force over another run. It's 5-0. And look down toward the dugout. And Nick Small still standing there, leaning up against the dugout railing. So with the score 5-0, the 10th batter to hit in the inning is Bodie Hansen, who comes back up. Hansen was hit by a pitch to start all this mess, as they've posted 5 here in the inning, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. So 5 runs home in the inning as Ian Dahl just came home. As, again, the pitch in the dirt, knocked down again by Osborne, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch hit foul into the glove of Osborne. It goes to 2 balls and a strike. So 1 hit in the inning. And 5 runs plated here in the inning. As that ball's lined toward the gap in left center field. That's going to get past the center fielder, Wilson, and they're going to run for a long time. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Here comes the 3rd runner to the plate. He will score as Bodie Hansen clears the bases with a bases-loaded double. He plates 3, 8 runs home in the inning. And it's 8-0. And what was a tight pitcher's duel through 3.5 innings has now been blown open as Ridgeline leads 8-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. That's just the 2nd hit of the inning, too, gang. As here's Rich. First pitch from Brecken comes home to the first baseman, Easton Hammond, misses down low, ball 1. Boy, once the dust gets kicked up, it's hard for it to settle. As that pitch on the corner, and it's 1-1. So 8-0 as they post a snowman here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch swung on and missed, and it goes to 1-2. He ran the pitch in on Hammonds, in on his knuckles, and he swung and came up empty. Hammond, the 11th man to bat here in the inning. There's still only 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Chopper past the mound, charging as Oliver has it from the infield grass, throws, not in time. A slow roller, and Oliver took the extra step to get rid of it, and it's going to be an infield hit. Just the 3rd hit of the inning. And 4th hit of the game for Ridgeline. As moving over to third base was Hansen. So runners at the corners, and here's Tyson Smith, who walked and scored earlier here in this inning. As he first ball swing, he hits it foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1. Infield back here for Evanston. You know, we saw that in the game before this as well. There was a number of balls hit on the ground to the infield, especially to the left side, that fielders didn't get the balls across the infield fast enough. As the 0-1 pitch swung on a miss by Smith, it's now 0-2. And went as infield hits, as Oliver's run into that same problem here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as that pitch misses outside, and it's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 offering on the way from Rich bounces up there, and it's 2-2. The first man that Rich faced in the inning is Tyson Smith, and he waits on deck. Wilson pitched to the first 2 batters in the inning. As that pitch again in the dirt, there goes the runner, as Hammonds will steal second base. So again, runners at 2nd and 3rd, and as the count goes full on Smith, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, you're playing in a tournament potentially over 4 days, and pitching is going to be at a premium. I understand that. As the 3-2 pitch not only goes to the backstop, it's ball 4. It'll be a wild pitch, and that's going to allow one runner to come in as Smith gets to first base and doesn't even stop, just hits right back down to second base. So the walk, the wild pitch allows Hansen to come in. That's the 9th runner of the inning as Hammond goes to 3rd. As here comes Coach Small out Doesn't even say anything to Rich. He just comes out and flips the ball to Anderson, and we'll again have another new pitcher due up here for the for the Evanston Outlaws, as they have seen the Wolverines score 9 men in the inning and still a couple of men on base and only one out in the inning. So we'll take a timeout. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in here now for Evanston. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Uinta County School District Number 4 has established a tradition of excellence in academics and extracurricular activities. This is made possible by the positive relationship that exists between families and the school district. Our celebration of each student's success is a product of an entire community, making student success a top priority. We are blessed with an outstanding staff whose interaction with students makes the world a better place. Uinta County School District Number 4, continuing our tradition of excellence. Go Buffs!
Well, what has been a difficult inning here for the Evanston Outlaws continues, as again they'll go to the bullpen, and Rhett Anderson becomes the third pitcher of the game and the second pitcher of the inning here for manager Nick Small, as he'll come in and pitch. And the first man he will face is Ben Thompson. Thompson walked with the bases loaded earlier in the inning to force over a run. And he's up there again with runners at second and third here, and hits the first pitch in the air to center. Coming up on the ball is Wilson, and he can't get it, and then it skips behind him, and that's going to allow two more runs to come in, as Thompson will stop at second base with a two-run single, as Hammond and Smith both come in to score, and it's 10-0. As they have posted 10 runs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Check that, it's 11-0, my bad. Here is Ripken Jensen back up there. Jensen, who's 0 for 2, struck out earlier in the inning. He's the only out of the inning, as he struck out back in the early part of the inning. Well, so you can close the book now on Breckenridge, as he gave up a total of 9 runs. 2 runs given up by Walker Wilson, and 9 allowed by Breckenridge, and it's 11-0. Here at the bottom of the fourth is the pitch again to Jensen, misses high and away, ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. Next pitch misses down low, and Jensen draws a walk on 4 pitches. So again, we go back to the top of the order, and Nate Dahl due up. Dahl up there for the second time, had an RBI single, his only other at bat here in the inning. Bases loaded again. Check that, nobody at third base, runners at first and second, I should say. As the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Four hits in the inning. As the pitch is up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Six walks in the inning. as the 1-1 pitch again misses up high. Ball 2-1. So 7-8 walks allowed by Evanston pitchers. A couple of strikeouts, and they've only allowed 5 hits to produce 11 runs. As that pitch misses up high again, and it's ball 3. 3 balls and a strike here on Nate Dahl. Well, as quickly as things can turn around. Boy, they played awfully well earlier today, did the Outlaws, and then everything just collapses. The roof falls in here in the bottom of the 4th inning of the nightcap as that ball's lifted into short left field. As Wilson comes up to make the catch. That's the second out. None of the runners advance, so with 2 outs, here is Hayden Hudson. Hudson reached on an error earlier in the inning. Two errors in the game for Evanston, as the first pitch here to Hudson misses inside. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. Hudson is the 16th batter of the inning. Roller foul up along first. So a ball and a strike. Anderson ready again. Next pitch popped up right around home plate. Anderson raised everybody off and standing right almost on the foul line, able to make the catch in fair territory as Hudson pops up, and the inning finally comes to an end as they send 16 batters to the plate. They score 11 times on a total of 4 hits in the inning. There was 2 Preston errors in the inning, and Ridgeline leaves 2 men on base. So on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, it now reads Ridgeline 11, Evanston nothing, as we are done with 4. We'll go to the 5th on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Well, how quickly the fortunes can change as it went from a scoreless tie after 3.5, as it's now Ridgeline 11, Preston nothing, as we move to the top of the 5th inning here. As we go to the top of the 5th, it'll coming up here for the Outlaws. It'll be Rhett Anderson, Damon come on, then back to the top of the order, and Ryder Wilson due up. Rhett, who came in at the first pitching change last in the bottom of the 4th inning, up there for his first at bat here in the game. As the first pitch is up and in, kind of backs him out of there, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Anderson, who had 1 hit, he was 1 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt in the first game earlier today. As that pitch on the corner for a called strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 offering. It's lined, backhanded by the third baseman, and they're going to say he caught it on the line. So that's the second line drive out hit at the third baseman Purser in the last two batters for the Outlaws. So Anderson lines out, and now here's Damon Kaman, who grounded out 6-3, his only time up tonight, back in the third inning. All of a sudden, Carl Kidman is sitting on top of the world. They had a guy throwing behind him in the top of the fourth, as action now will start to pick up behind him again. But when he was locked in a scoreless tie, now he's sitting pretty with an 11-0 lead, as that ball is going to be looped fair. It's going to fall just as it falls on the third base line, and they throw all the way back across the infield, and then the ball gets away. So it'll be a single, and Kaman's got to second, and he's just going to keep on running. He's going to go all the way to third base. Boy, that's an ill-advised throw, as Kaman loops that ball, and it falls just fair along the third base line. Purser picked it up and tried to throw it back across the infield, and it turns into a two-base throwing error as the ball got away from the first baseman, and Kaman now standing all the way over at third base. And we go back to the top of the order, and Ryder Wilson up there. Wilson hits the first pitch in the air to center. There's Dahl, comes up about half dozen steps, makes the catch, coming home to the plate, and safe at home is Kaman. So Damon Kamen comes in, breaks the goose egg for the Outlaws, scoring fly ball for Ryder Wilson to pick up the run. 2 outs in the inning. And now here's Walker Wilson. Walker's singled and he's fouled out. As the first pitch to Wilson, looped in toward right center. That's going to get in for a hit. As the right fielder Hansen comes over to cut it off and get it back in. And the inning continues here for the Outlaws. Their second hit of the inning. That gives them a total of 5 hits in the game. And now here's Gavin Oliver. Oliver, who was 0 for 2, struck out and popped up. Now we got a balk call that's going to send Walker Wilson to second base. So 11-1 as Oliver first ball swing, hits it wide of third. Shortstop Jensen has it. Can't make a play as the ball hit in the hole, so it'll be an infield hit for Oliver. Third hit of the inning for Evanston. Wilson with the ball right in front of him stays at second base. And now here's Braxton Bauer with 2 men on and 2 outs in the inning. Bauer, first ball swing, hits the ball to the right side. And Hudson has that. He'll go the short way over to third base, and the inning is over as Bauer grounds out 4-3. And that looks like will be the end of the game with an 11-1 final. Yes, it will be. So that's the way the game will end, that 11-run inning for the Ridgeline Wolverines. Really not only is the game and very much the difference in the game. So Evanston scores a run on 3 hits in the inning, and that's the way the ball game ends. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, have the final totals, and see if we get a chance to talk to Coach Small coming up here in just a little bit as well. But it's a final as Ridgeline wins it by the score of 11-1.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy. I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Well, welcome back here as we get started on the post-game show. As, things turned very quickly for the perfect mix for the Evanston Outlaws here as they give up 11 runs in the bottom of the fourth inning, and that's the way the game ended. Final totals for Ridgeline to win it: 11 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Evanston, 1 run. They also had 5 hits. They had 2 very crucial errors that played a big part in that bottom of the fourth inning when the 11 runs were scored, and they also left a total of 6 men on base. Kidman, who looked like he was going to be lifted from the game, ends up being the winning pitcher thanks to all the runs behind him. Walker Wilson gave up the first couple of runs of that 11-run inning, and he unfortunately will be saddled with the loss in the game that took 1 hour and 30 minutes to play. So 11-1 the final. As we'll take a timeout, we'll come back, see if Coach Small is going to come up here or not. I'm not sure if he will or not. That's your Jimmy John Freaky Fast recap of the game. We'll come back. We'll look at our precision play of the game and our player of the game, sponsored by Pepsi, as we continue here on the post-game show right after this here on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical and cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy.
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Well, the team sitting down there where they sat after the first game earlier today, over there underneath the tree, talking about the way things went and kind of fell apart here in the game here tonight as they lose the second game of the doubleheader today by the score of 11-1. Time to look at our precision play of the game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum. Our precision play of the game tonight. Boy, and certainly when you lose 11-1, you're really scrapping and searching to try to find what would be the play of the game for the Evanston Outlaws. They were able to retire the side in order a couple of times in the game, as Coach Small does indeed now come up and join us. So two innings where they hit and retire the side in order will end up being our plays of our precision play of the game, sponsored by Dr. McKay Frankum, as it is our pleasure here to have Coach Small come up and join us here post game. You know, it's interesting the way way fortunes in this game, not this game, but certainly just in the game of baseball itself, can certainly change. You're cruising along, you're in a scoreless tie, and all of a sudden the roof falls in.
Yep, you got to throw strikes and makes plays. In a good tight ball game, you can't give 5-6 outs in an inning. I mean, look at that scoreboard right there. We out-hit them, right? 6 hits to 5 hits.
That's correct. Yeah, there was more runs scored than there was total hits for both sides.
Right. I mean, walks kill us.
Yeah, walks and missed plays. I mean,
Yep.
you had a couple of errors in that 11-run inning as well.
Yep.
So it's
with a group of 12 kids, we don't have the luxury of having a PO only, and kids got to be ready to come in and throw strikes for us.
Yeah, how difficult is that to be able to come in? You're playing another position, and you get 8 warm-up tosses, and you have to try to get loose, find a release point and rhythm. Brackenridge struggled when he came in, and that's not an easy assignment. I pitched in high school. That's not an easy assignment to come in and try to pick up like that.
No, it's not. That's unfortunately the way it is. It's a tall task to ask of them, but that's what the hand we're dealt with, and we're going to have to learn how to do it.
All right, so it's kind of one of these things. You get on the van, you head back toward the hotel. By the time you get to the hotel, it's done. This game is over.
Absolutely.
And you start thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah, when I went out to make that pitch and change, I asked the boys, are we playing 1 or 2 on Saturday? And they all said 2. And so that's why we went with the pitching change, because if we're only going to play 1, then I'm going to ride Walker. He's pitching a heck of a game for us against a very good team. But they said we're going to play 2, so we got a coach to play 2. So hopefully we see 2 games on Saturday.
So hopefully we will indeed as well. So we'll put this loss behind us here as quickly as possible. Let you thank some folks and head home and get some dinner.
Yeah, we'll thank our Grand Slam sponsors, Kazine's, Todd Hoover, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Sud Brothers, S-Bar A Ranch, Novus Glass, Union Wireless, and Tom's HVAC. Thanks to you guys for your sponsor.
Well, thank you, and thank you, Coach, for coming over and spending a couple of minutes with us, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
You bet. Thank you.
Yeah, it's Coach Nick Small with us here on the postgame show. Take another timeout. We'll come back right after this.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Uintah County School District Number 4 has established a tradition of excellence in academics and extracurricular activities. This is made possible by the positive relationship that exists between families and the school district. Our celebration of each student's success is a product of an entire community, making student success a top priority. We are blessed with an outstanding staff whose interaction with students makes the world a better place. Uintah County School District Number 4, continuing our tradition of excellence. Go Buffs!
A beautiful smile increases your confidence. At Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, our mission is to inspire lasting smiles. We offer teenage and adult patients clear aligners to straighten smiles, in some cases eliminating the need for metal braces. Clear aligners are worn daily to help move your teeth until your perfect smile is achieved. Call us for a free consultation to see if you're a candidate for clear aligners by ClearCorrect. Black's Fork Dental, inspiring lasting smiles.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having an affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
All right, welcome back here to the post-game show as we will coming up here in just a couple of minutes. We have one more break we have to take. When we come back, we'll have our Pepsi player of the game, and we'll tell you about what's on tap for tomorrow for the Evanston Outlaws as we'll take another quick timeout. We'll come back and we'll wrap up tonight's broadcast right after this.
What is Uintah BOCES number 1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uintah BOCES number 1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
All right, time to talk about our Pepsi player of the game tonight. As really can only be one person for the Evanston Outlaws. That has to be Walker Wilson. Wilson, who had 2 hits. He was 2 for 3 at the plate, swinging the bat. And while he was on the bump, he went 3 innings plus, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. He walked a couple and struck out 1. And really, if it wasn't in a situation where they needed to try to keep his pitch count down with the other games coming up throughout the weekend, as you heard Coach Small talk about, are we going to play 2 games or 1 game on Saturday, or even get to Saturday for that matter? All the boys said, nope, we're going to play 2 games on Saturday, so that's why you made the pitching change, took Wilson out and brought in Breckenridge, and that's when the game just kind of blew up in the Evanston Outlaws' faces. So our Pepsi player of the game tonight is Walker Wilson. So let's thank a few people tonight here before we say goodnight. Of course, we want to thank everyone at mylocalradio.com. Executive producer is, of course, Val Cook. Our studio coordinator today who Ironmanned it through 2 games, an extra long day for him. Special thanks going out to Colton Bagley back in the studio. Director of Sales, Matt Petrie. Sales Associates, Julie Burley and Sarah Pay. Office Manager, Kayleen Anderson. Our IT Director is Sean Hando, and the staff at My Local Radio is Cody Olson, Dennis Bedwell, Jake Nichols, and Aaron Prolong. For Elon Olaf, I'm Dan Hubbard. As we get ready to say goodnight, we'll remind you one more game in the round-robin portion coming up tomorrow. That's a 1 p.m. first pitch as the Outlaws will take on the Mayhem team. Tomorrow we'll be on the air with the pregame show around 12:30 tomorrow afternoon before the only one game tomorrow for the Outlaws that they'll play on Thursday. Then they'll get ready for the playoff seedings to come out, and we'll know exactly what we'll have for you coming up on Friday as well. So we'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon about 12:30 and get ready for the 1 p.m. first pitch against Mayhem. So until then, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us. It was a good game for 3.5, and then the roof fell in on the Outlaws, and they end up losing to Ridgeline by the final score tonight of 11-1. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon from here in Pocatello.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.